What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, I want to get into this video, and it is by the YouTuber named Just Pearly Things, and she does a podcast and she brings on different women, and they have a multitude of different debates. But I want to break down this one in particular. It stuck out to me because they are talking about doing OnlyFans, okay? And the woman who runs the show, she asked, should your future husband accept the past of a woman doing OnlyFans? Okay, so we're gonna get into the video and we're gonna break it down.
It's interesting because I don't believe in soulmates at all.
Okay.
Okay, but can I ask?
Okay, yeah, go
Even though
ahead.
this is your podcast, like you have told me before that you're very religious. So how does that relate to your religious beliefs that you don't believe in like soulmates?
Well, I think religion, it comes down to choices.
Okay, so what I want to start off with is that a lot of these chicks have it messed up when it comes to religion. They don't know what they're talking about. Nowhere in religious text does it mention that you have a quote-unquote soulmate, okay? The Bible says if you find a wife, you find a good thing, but it doesn't say that, oh, there's just one woman who is supposed to be your wife and that's your soulmate, okay? So they equate the word soul with religion and the term soulmate with religion, and it really has nothing to do with it, okay? The soulmate concept is a made-up concept by women who basically, and I'm not saying they invented the phrase, but they use it nowadays, the soulmate concept, because it gives them hope that there's still somebody out there for them to date, okay? Because they've gone through all these different guys and they've seen that, hey, this guy doesn't like me, he doesn't work for me, maybe this guy's too controlling, maybe this guy's too toxic, maybe this guy's not toxic enough, maybe this guy is too nice, or this guy is trying to tell me what to do. So they create this term soulmate basically to give them an out and say, hey, well, none of these guys worked and it's not my fault because they're just not my soulmate. They're not who I'm supposed to end up being. As if there's like some mystic force orchestrating who's going to be their soulmate, who's going to be their family, who's going to be their kids in the future, and that's just not the case.
So if I started, let's say I started an OnlyFans tomorrow, would that change the type of husband I get?
No.
I think it does.
And you see the brother right here, he's definitely simping hard, okay? And what I will say is a lot of black men nowadays are beta. They are some go with the flow ass Negroes, okay? They are some don't rock the boat ass dudes. So the reason why he says no, it doesn't change the type of woman, the type of man that you deserve if you're a woman who creates an OnlyFans, is because he wants to be a part of the go along, get along. All right, he doesn't want to rock the boat. He doesn't want to say, oh nah, man, I ain't finna wife up no one. Even though he knows for a fact that if he saw a chick that he was dealing with smashing another dude and slurping on another dude's dangling on OnlyFans, then he would feel some type of way.
I think your choices affect like the type of person
No,
you end
because
up.
I feel like the right person for you could look past that shit and
Boom.
You see, the right person for you should look past that. Like he really thought that she ate right there. He really thought that she made a point. But we see time and time again that a lot of these adult film actresses, they are not able to keep a man, okay? Look at Mia Khalifa, look at Lana Rhoades. And the thing is, a lot of those women also like to choose guys who have detrimental addictions, okay? So if you look at Lana Rhodes guy. He was like some type of drug addict for a long time, and you started to see his erratic behaviors creep into their relationship and affected their relationship. So a lot of these adult film actresses are not good at choosing men, and they end up choosing broken men. With Mia Khalifa, her dude just couldn't handle the smoke, and it looked like he was kind of a, weird retro dude. He had a lot of tattoos, and I don't have any problem with tattoos in general, but when you just get random tattoos that don't make no sense, then I'm just like, okay, bro, you kind of went OD on the tattoos. The tattoos don't even look good. But he was a tatted up dude and whatnot. He had the bad boy look, but you could tell he was a simp in nature. So, and he was like one of these earthy, soft dudes, like definitely a soy boy type.
Sorry, Steph. The right man, and when I say the right man, I'm not saying that it's like a man could be one way with you and a different way with another girl that's right for them. So the right man for you,
bruh, homie in the white is literally just nodding because he wants to hit. No cap.
would be able to look past that, and that's all I'll say.
So if I started porn tomorrow, I can't say that on YouTube. Corn tomorrow. You think the right man should just look past that?
If he's the right person for you, yes, 100%. He should be.
No, I really.
So shorty with the curly hair is super delusional because these are the types of women who are they want to say, oh, don't judge me for my past. Okay, these are the types of chicks who say, yo, don't judge me for my past. It has nothing to do with who I am now. I promise I'm a changed person or whatnot. So she wants to get the benefit of the doubt. Okay, she wants to be able to discard whatever type of label that has been put on her in the past because they want to have free open sexuality. And look, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to go and start OF and start smashing on the OF and doing whatever, I really don't have a problem with that. The thing is, you also cannot expect a guy to take you seriously and wife you. Like, I would 100% smash a chick who's doing OF, but I would definitely not take her seriously. So that's the difference, and that's what they don't understand. They keep conflating the sexual attraction of men with relationship attraction. It's just not the same, okay? Dudes will definitely smash or run through a chick on OnlyFans, but dudes are not finna take you seriously, okay?
I really think it's your choices.
But what about in life if you start doing corn?
Yeah.
But what if that is like, you have lived a life and this is a way for you to make money and provide for yourself or vice versa. You never know someone's story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, you never know someone's story. This is what women like to say, but at the end of the day, if it was a man and let's keep it a buck. If a dude was on OF and he was smashing different chicks every week, every day, you can best believe that woman is going to judge him. For real. I mean, seriously. She might want to lay down with him and whatnot, but she's not going to be able to mentally take the fact that he's smashing a whole bunch of chicks on OnlyFans like every week, and that's his profession and that's his job. All right. So and they like to get real disingenuous with this OnlyFans conversation, and a lot of chicks will say, well, having sex isn't the only thing that they're doing on OnlyFans. Stop the cap, okay? The majority of chicks on OnlyFans are definitely doing sex work. Now, there are some chicks who are doing regular stuff like cooking or financial advice, but that is not the norm.
And there are people that just do it.
Right.
Everyone's different, but
right.
if that's what you did to provide or just to survive, or you went through certain things in your life that have made you be hypersexual.
So you went through certain things in your life that made you hypersexual. What is she talking about? Honestly, I think she's talking about molestation, child abuse, which is damaging to that female psyche. So that is not necessarily an excuse to go into adult film. It really isn't, okay? What you need is therapy, not to be popping your pussy on OnlyFans.
And whatnot.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I know I've lived, like, I had a very sheltered, like, childhood. So I'm in a situation where, like, I'm not going to judge someone for what they've had to do when I, like...
Well, you may not judge somebody, but a man has 100% right to judge you, especially if he's going to take you seriously, wife you up, which we all know the consequences of getting married, having kids with you, which we all know that women like to use parental alienation as a tactic to keep your kids away from you when they're upset at you. I mean, look at Kanye. And I'm not saying Kanye's the best example because he wildin' too.
Like, haven't had to, like, struggle like that, you know? But at the same time, like, it's going to be your future husband starts off as a complete stranger. So how is he supposed to not judge you when he doesn't know you?
Well, I think that also depends on, like, for example, if you're somebody who would never resort to that, you're probably going to look for a partner who wouldn't be with someone who would resort to that.
Right, but that's why I think it comes back to, like, the choices you make, or that's the type of partner you end up with.
Yeah.
Dude, even male adult film actors are not going to wife up a female adult film star. It is what it is.
Because I think, like, you want someone with the same values as you. So,
But does doing, like, sex work, per se, there are values and morals. Like, personally, that's not something I would do.
right.
Personally. But
See, so she might be vouching for a couple friends that she knows and trying to give them hope. And this is what a lot of these women do, okay? They have a no child left behind mentality, and we see how that turned out, right? Where they're just passing kids up to a different grade, even if they don't pass the test, even if they don't pass the state or standardized test, they're still letting them go. And then you see how they turn out later, right? They're not even able to read in the 12th grade, but they've been passing their classes. So this is the type of mentality that a lot of these women have.
when I look at other people that do that kind of stuff, I don't say, well, what are your morals and what are your values? I more so think of what brought you to this point in your life to where you felt that you had to. Well, there's a different, like, there's some people who just do it because they don't give a crap. Sorry.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's also people that do it. A lot of girls do it because they feel like they don't have another option.
So she said a lot of girls do it because they feel like they don't have another option. And that could be the case, but let's keep it a buck. Most of them do it just because they enjoy having intercourse, and they don't really they don't understand the stigma that comes with it. And some of them that do, you know, they're able to live that down and they're able to tough it out and whatnot. And you know, that's great for them if they can live that down and keep it moving. But we also do know that there is a high deletion rate, self-deletion rate with especially female adult film actresses. So it definitely messes with your psyche. And I think the way that it does is because these women, they do their career, they do the adult film thing, and then they grow up and they realize, hey, no man is going to take me seriously, just like what Pearly Things is saying. No man's going to take you seriously. So then they get depressed, and then they're upset, and they feel like their life is over, and then they delete themselves. And it's not necessarily that, oh, people are bullying them online. I'm sure that there is a factor in that. But they can also log off. They can also turn it off. But the biggest issue is they are not able to get the man that they feel like they want or deserve. And that messes with their morale.
Yeah. Okay, I'll ask you guys. Would you guys date a girl? Would you marry a girl, mother of your children, who has done corn?
I want you to go first. Come on, RJ, please.
Listen, I agree with both of what you're saying, to be honest.
So you hear him. I agree with both of what you said. I mean, God, black men, we got to stop. Like, why are you biting your tongue, bro? Just speak straight up. Speak assertively. Speak directly. Like, you don't have to agree with both of them. You can only agree with one. One says that, hey, I'm with the OF stuff, and the other says, no, I'm not with it. So why don't you just come out and say, bro, me personally, nah, I ain't rocking with it. I'll definitely smash a chick who's on OF, but I am not taking her seriously. Like we have become so beta-tized as a community, and it's really just, it's whack to me, bro.
But I follow more so what Pearl's saying. We all have choices. Like, you can be from...
So he agrees with Pearl. He's not cuffing up an OF chick. So why are you talking about I agree with both? Like, no, bro, you agree with Pearl, just say that.
A poor background and still be successful. You could choose a life that's makes you a bad, quote unquote, bad citizen, or you can choose
Bad
to
citizen.
leave.
That's a strong word.
Very bad. Very
Yeah, I agree. Bad citizen is a strong word. If you're not a criminal, then OF is not illegal, so I'm not gonna go that far, but it definitely is going to dilute the dating pool for you, and a lot of the dudes that you are going to run into are a lot of the dudes who are willing to accept that, they're just weird, bro. They really are.
Listen.
You could be a criminal. You could.
But what is okay? Criminal and sex work is super different.
Hey,
Yes.
hey.
Super
Think
different.
about it. You don't have to be a sex worker. There's so many things.
But
Because
sex
think about it.
work
When you
is
think about sex work. Think about it. Your body. If you think about it, your body. We're talking about soul ties right now.
yeah.
So
but we
this-
started
you're
talking.
soulmates.
Yes, but we started talking
Let
about
him finish.
Giving yourself to multiple people here and there. You don't think you're getting soul ties from that?
But
all the time.
in what way are you talking about? Physically or just over like a app?
It's different with physically and then emotionally as well.
I mean, honestly, I would say online is worse, okay? You could run into a chick and she could have 100 bodies, and if she's not really presenting that type of aura, you would never know. You would never know. Like, if she knew and was aware of the behavioral patterns of a lot of these modern thoughts, then you would never know that she had been ran through. Whereas if a chick could have literally she could be smashing the same dude on OF, like a lot of these chicks do. They smashing one dude on OF. But to me, when you're all online with it, it feels like you've been ran through by 100 dudes. So for a guy, it's way different. Our perception of it is different. We don't care if, I'm only smashing one dude on OF and we broke up, so now I'm trying to look for a man who's going to continue to make content with me. Like, no, we don't care. We're not taking you serious, point blank, all right? Because now the whole world has seen you. Men want women who are beautiful but low key. We don't want like the clout chasing type. And this is what a lot of these OF girls are doing. Plus, they're getting flued out and they're dealing with all types of celebrity men. So there's going to be a burden of performance. They're going to have a certain expectation of what you should do, because most of these dudes out here are simps and they flying out and buying Birkins and buying Rolexes and buying all these types of gifts and trinkets for these chicks who, quite frankly, have done nothing to earn it.
Well, you can give yourself to someone physically, but you never gave them to emotionally. It's quite different,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay. Also, let's talk about the fact that this whole world of OnlyFans and whatnot was the consumers are men. It's not women, it's men. And women have been over.
Yeah, so the consumers are men, but it's men who don't get laid, okay? So the majority of the consumers of OnlyFans content are men who do not get laid. So those are the guys that you're not even looking for. So to say that, the consumers are men, so men like it. No, that's not the case. The men who are consuming OF don't get pussy at all. So they're not even going to be a candidate, because those types of men, you're not even going to look their way. So they haven't even smelt no pussy. Okay.
Over-sexualized throughout their life and have been,
But we sexualize ourselves.
I'm sorry. That's not true.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, look, I always say, I've been saying this. Women sexualize themselves in 2022. Like, it's OV. Of course, there's some weirdo dudes out here who are going out and objectify. But I keep telling it and I keep saying it over and over again. Women objectify themselves. They're the ones who are putting themselves out there in that certain light. So they have to understand that they have to take on whatever comes with that. And if that means that you're not going to be able to get the man of your dreams or your soulmate, right, then so be it. You made the decision. You traded in quick money, fast money for short-term pleasures, and you're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life.
Yes, we do.
It's not. No, it's not, because we grow up in a society that tells you, like, men will want you if you are a certain type of way.
That's such bullshit. We grew up in a society where it tells you men will want you if you're a certain type of way. Who told you that? Who told you that? Okay. And this is what she's talking about social media. Well, all the men like these pictures and all the men are following these shit. Like I said, conflating sexual attraction to relationship attraction. Okay, if you are a woman and you want to be seen as, oh yeah, I want all the guys to know that, hey, I want them to, you know, like if you put yourself out there in a certain way and you say, hey, I want all the guys to think I'm sexy and I want all the guys to be able to hit, or not be able to hit, but want to hit. Okay, then that's exactly what they're going to do. But if you put a different type of profile up, then they're going to look at you in a different way. Okay.
Right. So like, okay, like sex work. Women wouldn't do that if men weren't like that. That's them capitalizing on the entire society.
But at least,
men have
but
built.
we have a backup plan. Like if a man is broke, he's broke and homeless. Like
so, that's where I don't agree with Pearl. Look, sex work is these modern chicks' number one plan. It's not their backup plan. It's the number one plan. And if they fail at that, that's when they go into the backup plans. Okay. That's when they start saying, oh, well, you know, I'm tired of stripping. I want to be a registered nurse. Or, oh, well, OnlyFans ain't paying the bills, so I'm going to go be a bartender. So you have to understand that in this modern day age, the sex work, the adult film is their number one choice. Okay. And if they feel like they can't cut it in that, then they're going to somewhere or like Instagram model or whatnot.
you don't see them like complain.
Also, this world is run by privileged white men. Women couldn't even vote until
here she go, privileged white men. Bruh, these dudes have they have no effect on your life on a day-to-day basis. Come on. Unless you somewhere in the Ukraine or something like that. I mean, besides like the gas prices and shit, we all know that is, I'm not even gonna get into that. But it's like, let's keep it a buck. On your everyday, day-to-day life, you are not affected by these quote-unquote privileged white men.
Till what? I don't even know.
40,
Why do we bring up?
And I agree in both the UK and
But
What is stop talking because it's getting too political.
No,
so
what is
shut
the?
up. Your followers are gonna be.
What is?
Be in the comments.
Yes, what we were
We
talking
talk
about
about
earlier.
no, because it's getting too political, and so I'm gonna shut up now. You're welcome. I'm gonna shut up.
You sure?
Yeah, no, I'm shut up.
Don't worry, I'll pick you back up.
I feel like it's,
Okay, what were you?
a bit of a cop out, to be honest. I feel like it's a
Absolutely, that's a cop out. All right, we got one strong brother in the building. Damn.
bit of cop out. Like you still have to make your choices by yourself. You don't have to do certain things that you don't want.
And notice how she's talking about, oh, well, the world is ran by privileged white men. Dude, white women are the fucking most privileged women on the planet. Stop with the bullshit. Like, why are they acting like, dude, white women have more privilege than white men. Stop it.
To do. So even though, quote unquote, men sexualize women, this and that, there's a lot of smart women who know this and use it to their advantages to get in spaces where they can gain resources to boss up on these men. You don't have to. You don't
No,
have
that's
to, you
fact.
don't have
That's
to sell
fact.
yourself.
Yeah.
How you're saying it, it's like you're saying.
And the thing is, these women will never, quote unquote, boss up on it. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're an adult film actress, for one, nobody's going to respect you on that level. Like, you could have all the money in the world. It still doesn't matter. Look at Kim Kardashian. All the women respect her, right? Like, they say, oh, well, she's a role model, but men do not respect her. Okay? They might want to smash her, but they don't respect her like that.
Saying that they have no choice. They have to
No,
do this
I'm
and
saying that let's not judge women that are brought to that point. That's what I'm saying.
No one brings you to
They're not brought to that point. They want to do it. Like, these women just act like these bitches are handcuffed, making an OnlyFans account behind their back. Like, oh, let me type in the credentials behind my back. Like, nobody's forcing them. They want to do it.
to a point. You have a choice. Everything in life is a choice. No one brings you to a choice.
Okay. And I'm talking for the women who feel like they haven't had a choice in that situation. So you're talking about everything in life is a choice. But there are genuinely women.
Dude, this guy in the white is such a simp. He just want to fuck, honestly. I'm convinced that this nigga just want to fuck.
Women who throughout their life have not been shown how to value themselves other than their sexuality, right? Their body. That
Whose fault is that? Their parents.
is their commodity. So if that is their way of surviving in a very harsh world for a lot of people, a lot of women specifically, and that's how they provide, then who's to judge? And again, let me shut up.
But it's not judging to say I wouldn't marry that person.
No, that's
like,
your own personal
that's
choice.
what I'm saying. Like, I think men have a right to be selective in who they date and marry. Yeah. And so I don't think that, like, we're entitled to their understanding. You know what I mean? Like, I think that, like, there's a difference between saying I wouldn't date that person and, you know, saying you're a terrible person because that's what you had to do.
Exactly. And it's like they get in their feelings about, I definitely wouldn't date you. Like, nobody's saying that, you're a bad person because you do an OF, or I wouldn't hang out with you, or we can't be friends or anything like that. But like I said, man, dudes are just going to want to smash. They're not going to want to date you. They're not going to want to take you seriously. So that's that.
I feel like there's also a difference, though. Like, for example, I have someone in my family who started doing sex work, OnlyFans, because she wanted some extra money, but she didn't need it. It's like she had a place to live.
See? She did it because she wanted some extra money. She didn't need it. I'm telling you, majority of these chicks want to do it.
I feel like that is a different situation. My opinion on that is completely different.
Right.
Rather than someone who literally is just trying to survive.
Right. I just think you can't.
How much do they pay for my OnlyFans? This is curious. This guy is on one. Yo, Juice, go get your man. 20%.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Shorty's podcast right there. It's pretty funny. It's pretty entertaining. Definitely like to see a woman who is speaking rationally, logically. It's not even like she's speaking up for the men. She's just, keeping it a buck and keeping it authentic. And it seems like she has a firm understanding of overall, in general, what men are looking for in women. And, she's doing it in a way that is pretty dope. So shout out to her. Anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below. You already know. Reclaim your throne. Reclaim your throne.